between Arturo Gatti and Reyes Munoz. Gatti spent the last 4 weeks paring himself down to 139 pounds, 1 pound below the weigh-in agreement of 140. And look at that. He has gained 21 pounds, no doubt most all of it fluid, since the weigh-in more than 24 hours ago. Gatti with a 2-inch height advantage. They are equal in reach. Munoz will be outweighed by 15 pounds in the ring tonight. Rules of the bout with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
The Arturo Gatti Reyes Munoz fight is scheduled for 10 rounds, non-title, using the unified rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions. There is no standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight, and you cannot be saved by the bell at any round, including the 10th and final round. Jim.
All right, Harold, and now here comes Reyes Munoz, who works in a concrete beam foundry in Erie, Pennsylvania. Born in Ponce, Puerto Rico, raised in Perth Amboy, New Jersey, won a Golden Gloves title in New Jersey, and once toured on an American amateur team overseas. But as a professional, he has been almost totally anonymous and has had full-time jobs outside of boxing throughout his boxing career. In fact, I don't know if we've ever had a fighter who has leaped farther from his largest previous paycheck to the amount of money that he's getting tonight than is the case for Reyes Munoz, who was plucked from obscurity to be the chosen opponent for Arturo Gatti's comeback to the ring after an 8-month layoff. A closer look, Larry.
Munoz gets $12 an hour in a cement factory in Erie, Pennsylvania. Doesn't own a car. His top previous purse, $800. Tonight, $35,000. He's going to use it to buy a car and hopefully to get custody of a daughter who lives with her grandmother
in New Jersey. And here's the man he has to face, blood and guts himself, Arturo Gatti.
Jim, putting on 21 pounds of fluid in the last 36 hours really brings into question what kind of conditioning Gatti did for this fight and whether he's going to be sluggish or not. Munoz may not be able to reveal that in him, but that's outrageous to put on so much weight in such a short period of time.
Gatti and his handlers said, of course, that it was the best training camp he's had in recent years. They contended that he has seldom been in better shape, but as Larry points out, you have to raise eyebrows at the 21 pounds gained since yesterday. A closer look at Arturo Gatti.
Arturo is multilingual, but the language he speaks best is boxing. He did own a title at one time, but he hasn't won in 2 years.
A period of time that encompasses his 3-fight losing streak in 1998. All 3 of those fights, unforgettable ring combat. First, January of 1998, the 8th round TKO loss to Angel Manfredi. Manfredi cut Gatti's eye badly in the first round, knocked him down, and then weathered the storm in the late rounds to get the TKO. Then Ivan Robinson won a split decision from Gatti in August in the early nominee for Fight of the Year. That one was matched by the late nominee for Fight of the Year, an equally scintillating battle in December in which Robinson won a unanimous but extremely close decision. Some ringside observers thought maybe Gatti had stolen that fight. Now let's go up to ring announcer Mark Barrow for the official introductions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Grand Pequot Ballroom at the Foxwoods Resort Casino in Mashantucket, Connecticut, for an evening of championship boxing on HBO's Boxing After Dark. Under the promotion of Cedric Kushner Promotions in association with Miller Beer, the makers of Miller Lite. Your matchmakers tonight are Eric Botcher and Carl Moretti. Tonight's bouts are under the auspices of the Mashantucket Pequot Athletic Commission. The chairman is Joey Carter, vice chairman Richard Butler, executive director in attendance Joe Letelier, and commissioners also in attendance, gentlemen John Burns and Peter Timothy. Your ring officials assigned by the Mashantucket Pequot Athletic Commission. Your ringside physicians are Dr. Michael B. Schwartz, Dr. Anthony Alessi, Dr. Walter R. Ialachi, and Dr. Joseph Carpenteri. Your timekeeper this evening is the lovable Lou Dell at the bell. And counting for the knockdowns at the bell, the sensational Steve Smoger. Ladies and gentlemen, Cedric Kushner Promotions in association with Main Events and Miller Beer, makers of Miller Lite, present 10 rounds junior welterweights. Your judges at ringside are from West New York, New York, Julie Letterman, from West Hartford, Connecticut, George Smith, and from Southington, Connecticut, Steve Weisfeld. Your referee for this event, from Patterson, New Jersey, Eddie Cotton. Introducing now the principals first in the blue corner to my right, wearing the black trunks, weighing 140 pounds. His professional record reads 21 victories, 3 defeats, 9 wins coming by way of knockout. He is the pride of Ponce, Puerto Rico, now boxing out of Erie, Pennsylvania. Here is Reyes Munoz. His opponent in the red corner, wearing the white trunks with the blue trim. He weighs 139 pounds. His professional record, 29 victories, 4 defeats, and 24 wins coming by way of knockout. He hails from Jersey City, New Jersey, introducing Arturo Gatti. Gatti, 10 rounds, junior welterweights.
Boxers, you both received your instructions in the dressing room. Obey my commands. Protect yourself at all times. Let's touch gloves. I expect a good, clean fight. Go.
Excuse me. Watch his head.
Okay. All right. I'll tell him.
You know, the real questions about Gatti's comeback, Jim and Roy, are going to be whether he can learn to control some of his aggression, especially as he moves into the higher weight classes.
Those who have watched him in the gym assure us that Arturo Gatti is a skillful boxer who, when he disciplines himself to do so, can avoid punches and move with sophistication around the ring. But he himself acknowledges all too often he gets hit, his eyes swell, he feels a sense of desperation, he goes to war. It's the pattern of all his fights. Here's some body punching, a Gatti trademark. He begins to try to get to Munoz's ribcage early. Gatti's co-trainer Ronnie Shields was worried because he says Munoz likes to come forward and lead with his head. If he butts Arturo, Arturo's definitely going to cut. For his part, Reyes Munoz said to us, "I know I'm unknown, but I should beat Gatti. He's been through too many wars."
He hasn't lost any of his punching power in those wars, though.
No, he looks strong. and you know, and who wouldn't at 160 fighting a 145-pound fighter?
Right. We're talking a guy we remember as a junior lightweight who tonight is fighting at the middleweight limit.
Munoz wore glasses to the fighter meeting with us yesterday, raising some eyebrows. He said, no, I can see this is just for farsightedness, but he does appear to squint and blink as he moves around the ring.
Yeah, I think that jab has made him squint and blink. The jab from Arturo Gatti.
Munoz not able to get off many punches, and you can see that Munoz's left eyelid seems to be drooping downward a little bit.
I think Munoz's best punch is going to turn out to be his jab.
And already Arturo Gatti's left eye seems to show some swelling under the eye. Gatti swells around the left eye when you look at him.
Well, when he walks out of the dressing room. Bloody nose for Munoz.
Gatti showing good patience with this jab tonight.
Gatti moving and boxing as round one comes to a close. Down goes Reyes Munoz on a left hook. Gatti blinking his left eye as he went to the neutral corner, but you can see Munoz bleeding from the nose, swelling from the left eye, wobbling around the ring, and Eddie Cotton calls it. That's the end of that. A first-round knockout in his return to the ring for Arturo Gatti. Good matchmaking.
Excellent.
Well, we said that this was part of his restoration program.
Solid left hook. Good stoppage by referee Eddie Cotton as Reyes Munoz was on Queer Street.
Yeah, I think the overhand right landed first, Jim. Then the left hook came behind it.
All right, we'll take a look.
I thought they could have waited. They could have had the bell ring. I don't know why it didn't ring, because the round went past the 3-minute mark, I believe.
Arturo Gatti threw 59 jabs among his 77 punches in round number one. So as you pointed out, Roy Jones, he was working behind the jab throughout the round. Here's the knockout.
Yep. Overhand right.
Yep. You were right, Roy.
Followed by a left hook.
Both punches significant, I think. The overhand right landing on the top of the skull, the left landing on the right temple, and those are two places where you can damage your opponent.
You're right, and some people will wonder how does a punch like that do so much damage, but realize that this is where that extra 15 pounds comes into play. This guy's 145 taking a punch from a 160-pounder. That's why it's good for Gatti sometimes to be able to beef up like that. I used to do that at the 160-pound limit.
So Reyes Munoz gets his biggest paycheck ever, $35,000 for the one-round appearance against Gatti. They're bringing paramedics to the ring because the Connecticut State Athletic Commission's medical people are a little bit concerned. And now let's go to ring announcer Mark Barrow for the official particulars on this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 3 minutes, 9 seconds. No saving by the bell in the first round. The winner by technical knockout, Arturo Gatti. Gatti.
And now Reyes Munoz has been brought back to a supine position and is apparently going to be packed for removal from the ring. Connecticut officials taking absolutely no chances whatsoever with Munoz after he wobbled so precariously around the ring following the knockout.
Come on, HBO.
Final punch stat numbers. And you'll see that Gatti landed 29 of 77 punches, as I mentioned. 59 of them were jabs. Reyes Munoz did not get off. And now let's go to Larry Merchant, standing by with Arturo Gatti.
All right, Arturo, something that doesn't look good right here. Munoz is out on a stretcher. It looks as if he is being given some oxygen. The doctors have reported to us that he doesn't look good. Do you want to take a look at him, or what are your thoughts?
Well, I just hope he's all right, and I'm sorry if anything. I don't know what to say.
Did you feel that you had really hit him hard? It didn't look that there was some great Gatti punch in there that would do this kind of damage.
I don't know. I didn't think I landed that hard, but I think it was on the head, so probably that's why he's hurt. But we're probably just doing that for in case anything, just for precaution.
All right. So you're hoping that this is precautionary.
Yeah, just for safety. I just, I just hope it's I came here to win a fight tonight, nothing like this.
Have you ever been involved in a fight like this when an opponent was stretched out after this?
No.
All right, let's talk about your return to the ring after you've been away all year long. How did it feel just being back on stage?
It felt good to be back on stage, and I just hope that everything is all right because my night is not the same now. If he's going to the hospital and he's not feeling right, but I'm happy to be back in the ring.
And you're concerned that this would make it an unhappy occasion?
Yeah, because this is not the way that I like to win a fight, and I just hope he's all right. That's all my concern right now. I don't care. I want or not. It's for my Reyes to be all right.
Everybody appreciates those thoughts for you. You came in having put on 21 pounds in the last 36 hours, which suggests that you did an awful lot of drying out to make 139 pounds. Were you surprised yourself?
No, it's been like this for the last 3 years that I gain a lot of weight after weigh-ins. If I weighed the day before, my body's just like that. I just gain a lot of weight.
When I ran into you this afternoon, you were saying you hoped you wouldn't weigh much more than 150 because you might feel sluggish. Did you feel sluggish?
I didn't feel sluggish, but first round I was kind of slow. I felt kind of slower than I usually would be, but everything went all right, and I just hope Reyes is all right, Munoz right now.
Let's take a look at the future then. Are you going to fight a serious opponent this year, or are you looking to fight another easy opponent? Here are some of the big money opponents that have been raised for you. Duran, Costazoo, should he win the junior welterweight title next week, and even a rematch with Manfredi if he were to win the title tonight. What are your thoughts about those opponents?
Well, Manfredi, I deserve a rematch with Manfredi, that's of course. 135, I would make 135 if I would get a world title shot with Manfredi. And Costazoo or Chavez, I would love to do it. My next one could be them if that's possible. If the title's on the line, it's all right. But if it's not on the line, I'd rather have another tune-up fight.
Other fighters that have been named, the winner of the Israel Cordona, Paul Spadafora fight to replace Shane Mosley as one of the titleists. You have any thoughts about those two fighters?
Right now, I came here tonight to win a fight. I'm going to go back in training, and hopefully my promoters and my manager are going to have something scheduled for me for soon. And
I just want to ask you about one other fighter, a Canadian named Billy Irvin.
Yeah.
A lot of people think he's a tough guy like you. That would be a hot fight in Canada. Is that something that's on the